Test, test.
You want me to say something?
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, everybody online can hear us too, so they know we're about to go. Want to welcome everybody to the Licensed Ball Podcast. Where Amir Taylor going to make his commitment tonight. We're going to go through the process. We're going to break down a lot of things. We're going to tell you why the school you're going to. So I appreciate everybody joining us. We had a technical difficulty right now, so apologize for the wait. Appreciate everybody who waiting and out there watching. So I know y'all been watching this, and they've been getting a lot of traction online, and we just put it out 24 hours ago. So want to appreciate everybody out here checking this out and all this stuff out. So, man, we're going to jump right into it. The first thing we're going to do before we even talk about the school you're going to be going to, you remember when I first met you?
Was it in that church in middle school?
No, I met you in high school. I met you and your mom, and you was telling me that you was like the freshman of the year in Gwinnett or something like that, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's the biggest county in Georgia. Being the freshman of the year in Georgia in the biggest county, that's impressive. And so now you look back at your career now and look how you moving forward and everything. That's a big deal and doing all those things, man. So we're going to talk about how your game progressed over the year because you slimmed down, you toned up some, you got quicker and all that. Let's walk the viewers through that process, how you was able to slim down, getting bigger and stronger and quicker, working on your game.
Really, I just connected with KJ's mom, Selena Johnson, and I got me a meal plan, started following that, and then the Grayson workouts that we do, I feel like that gets us mentally prepared and physically prepared for college.
And inside, right around the basket, and out of nowhere, I want to say transitioning from your sophomore year to your junior year, I start seeing you going farther out from the inside the paint into around the free throw line, getting closer to the three-point line, and all that. And now you're a consistent 3-point shooter. When you start taking those threes with no hesitation and everything, you was making them. I was like, is he just hot this week, or has he been really working on his 3-point shot? And to tell me where I'm wrong, that when I seen the development of your game, it's like your junior year, that's when you really worked on your 3-point shot and got it better. That's correct and explain.
Yeah, it is correct. I feel like I knew I could shoot back in freshman year, sophomore year, but going into my junior year, I wanted to really show people that I could like really shoot. So I started working more at it to get more consistent, just to be able to go out and be able to shoot those threes and make them. So.
Okay, so coming into your senior year now, look like you added, I don't know if you got with a trainer or you watched tape or the Grayson coaching staff help you out with that. You start from the 3-point line, you start putting it on the floor. Where you just wasn't sitting out there spotting up, shooting threes. You was actually, when they realized you was making it, you started taking your man out there, because you played a 5, when y'all play small ball pretty much, you played a 5, and that big not used to guarding anybody that far out. So you start taking them off the dribble more and getting around them and adding that onto your career. What made you do that, and whose suggestion was that?
Really, I could always do it. I just never really like showed it outside of like, except for like in practice or something, then I'll be playing like a guard. But growing up, just training with my brother, he was a guard, so I thought I was gonna grow up to be a guard. But God blessed me with my height, my abilities, so really I can do everything on the court.
That's what's up. So you got a lot of interest over the summer. I was going back and do your timeline and all that and seeing all the offers you're doing, because I just retweet some stuff and I glanced at it and I saw it doing your timeline. It looked like you started heating up in the month of June. That's when your offers start coming in, like look like every 5 days about that. Well, let's walk the viewers about that experience, how you start getting all those offers coming in and one by one kept coming in.
I feel like that really all happened, like you said, during that June period. But during summer ball, it was when we were at Lake Point, the first Georgia event. I played very good that weekend. I averaged 20, and then I think it was like 20 and 10 I averaged. And after that, I got 15 offers in that one weekend. So I feel like after that, really, more coaches started to be on notice and started throwing more opportunities and more interest.
Was that during the high school open period where college coaches could come?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I had so much going on, I couldn't even come watch one game. I saw a lot of stuff on social. That's a good thing about social media. You could catch up on a lot of things on social media when you're watching this stuff, so you could see it like this and all that. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to go into, I know everybody waiting and want to know what school you're going to go to, but so the next thing we're going to do is, how you get all that interest, all those schools coming at you, how did you narrow your list down? What stood out from the rest, how you narrow your list down?
always told everybody that recruited me I needed constant communication and just to feel like a family outside of basketball. So the schools that I narrowed it down to, they were the ones that really showed the most love and was really treating me like one of their kids. So I feel like that was a good opportunity to just bond with coaches. And then the visits I took, me and the players, we got along. We did stuff outside of like the visit. And so I just feel like the place that I chose was best for me.
I got you. During the process, was it some teams didn't get the memo? You don't have to say that. I don't want you to say the names, but was it some when you went and you're like, hey, that's not what I'm looking for, and what made it stand out more than the rest?
Yeah, of course there's gonna be schools like that, but it wasn't too many. I feel like everybody really good, like did a good job at showing me something new or showing me something I didn't see at the previous visit. So
that's cool. So you wanna, before you say what school you're going to, you wanna thank all the other coaches that recruited you and try to get you to come to school. And
yeah, for sure. I appreciate every single one of the coaches that I had in my phone, calling me, texting me every day, trying to get me to come to their school, take a visit, show interest in me. I really appreciate all of them for taking time out their day to really recruit me.
Gotcha. So no further delay. Where are you going to be taking your, as LeBron say, where are you going to be taking your talents to next year?
I'll be taking my talents to Kennesaw State University. Go Owls.
You going to pull up that shirt?
Yeah. Come on.
Got mom getting in the picture right there.
Yeah.
So I had more time to set up. I could hit some sound effects on that, y'all. But you'll be going to Kennesaw State. I'm so happy you're going to Kennesaw State. Coach Pettaway, I think he's a great guy. It's not before we even get to coaching. A great guy, great coach, head coach. This will tell me about coaches. A lot of coaches gonna be a head coach or strive to be a head coach one day. Pettaway has been, when he's an assistant coach, I think in Alabama, wherever he was when I first met him, that coach been the same way from day one to he a head coach at Kennesaw State. He actually really actually think he's more friendly and more open up towards me and all that. And I think smart coaches understand when you, it's about relationships and you don't know who knows what and all that. And I really appreciate it. I want to see him do good. And I think y'all got a real good recruiting class coming in. Let's talk about some of the players, and you the newest commit on there. And one thing he's doing a good job on is locking down the borders of Georgia. So you got a lot of teammates coming in with you from Georgia. You got kid out of Sequoia.
Yeah, the shooter.
Yeah, and you got Nigel in North Atlanta.
Yeah.
And you got a kid out of some prep school in Florida. So they building up a real good program, and then you got kids already on the team from Georgia. So he's building a good thing. He's building, and he's recruiting smart. I think he's recruiting players that could play, first of all,
Yeah.
And have good character, and they fit in. They fit in the system. And he's recruiting winners.
Right.
He's recruiting winners. So was that one of the things about you winning the state championship and playing on the championship team?
To win the whole time that we was playing, like in the playoffs and how we won state, he felt like I could have brought my winning side of me.
What kind of player is Kennesaw State getting?
I just say like a versatile player, coachable player. I feel like I can play any type of role that the coach needs me to. And really, I just feel like it's going to be a long year for whoever guard me.
I got you. Who do you pattern your game after? Like, you watch and say, I play kind of like him, so I'm going to work some of that in my game.
Yeah, I say like Jokic and Embiid mainly. I just feel like them two have a really good like inside and outside game, being able to like pass, facilitate, all that. So,
now I'm just gonna be honest with you. I ain't seen the passing a whole lot. I think you got good core vision, but you named some players that pass that ball, pass that rock very well, man.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So that's next step you working in your game is your passing?
Yeah, it definitely is. I feel like I got to get more of my passes, like direct line drives, and just be able to get everybody like a shot off my pass.
Yeah, I want to say you a cool customer. If you was nervous, I didn't know it because when I was getting, like, y'all didn't see from the background, we had technical difficulty. That's why when you're doing stuff like this, you got to have 2 or 3 of everything. Cable wasn't working. Would have been on by now, but cable wasn't working. But I had 3 other cables and finally got it working where we could go in and make this announcement, man, on this. So when you committed to Coach Pettaway, how was he? How excited was he?
He was very excited. Like, he started screaming on the phone. He was so excited. I feel like that was a good thing for me to experience in my life. Me being able to commit to somebody and then being so happy that they're having me at their school. Yeah,
you got signing day on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 7 o'clock. You got to load the roster, man. So that's what's up on that.
Yeah.
On that. So I want to appreciate everybody joining the License the Ball podcast. We're going to be doing more of this. And anybody watching and seeing this in the future, watching it now, hit us up and we would do commitments all the time like this. And this is a real cool shirt right here that his mom made right here, custom shirt right here. I got to get me one of these. She got to make one of these for me. I like this shirt right here. Same date and everything on there on his commitment, on all that, as you can see. Why don't you hold that up? That Kennesaw shirt, and we do this at the same time right here. Yeah. All right, see, then take a look at that. And we'll appreciate everybody who watching the show. I don't know if somebody fell off or they got impatient, but everybody who watching right now, I appreciate everybody watching this. We're going to be doing more commitments like this in the future. Till next time, man. Peace. They had these things.